Last week, we had some fun at our first day at Disneyland. Ezra had a blast on so many rides. By the time we got back to the theme park, we noticed right away that Ezra just wasn't himself. Something was wrong. I don't exactly know why yesterday went super well and today he's just having a hard time, but it could be that he's just tired. When we were greeted by a fun parade, it obviously bothered Ezra. You can see right here, Ezra's not liking the parade. He's overstimulated visually and he'd just rather stay back with his brothers.
You guys can come closer.
Simon, our youngest, is autistic too, and yet he loves every ride he goes on. But we don't give up. We're gonna find a ride that Ezra enjoys. There was one big worry on my mind last night. Adam was feeling sick, and he told me that because of how sick he was, he might not be able to come today. I was so worried to have to be alone with 5 kids at Disneyland for an entire day.
I'm so glad that we're all here together and I'm not single mom today.
Maybe Star Wars will impress Ezra. I mean, after all, this is something that I've been waiting to experience for years. And Star Wars rides, they don't disappoint.
BB-8, is everyone assembled? Good. Shouldn't you be in flight prep?
So we can make the jump.
Tell me the location of the secret base.
Even though all the older kids had a blast with this ride, it was incredibly difficult for Ezra because he wouldn't keep his mask on, and so we kept throwing it off and urged Ezra to put his mask on, and I didn't get video of it because I was so embarrassed, but by the end of this ride, I was done. But the next ride Adam takes Ezra on is a Star Wars flight simulator. Ezra's gotta like that one, right? Well, Ezra didn't seem too impressed about that one.
Why not?
He should be in better.
That means immediate transport back to the maintenance bay. This thing's seen better days.
And boy, do I love Disney's child swap option. If it weren't for that, I would miss out on probably most of the rides while waiting with our youngest. But waiting with Simon isn't all that bad. He's usually a good sport. You say hi. We are waiting for the older kids to get out of the ride so we can switch and mommy can go. And guess what this kid's learning? A really important thing. How to eat nerds the right way. There you go. That's how you do it. All the way up. You just open his mouth. You want these? You want these nerds? Yeah? You want orange? I'm teaching him his colors. You spilled all mommy's orange ones. No, we're not picking them up and eating them. It's starting to get late. You can see how dark it is. And we decide to go on one last ride before heading back to the RV. I take the 3 older kids to Indiana Jones, and Daddy takes the 2 younger ones to It's a Small World. And it looks like that's just what Ezra needed. You can see Ezra's calm. He doesn't have his hands over his ears, and he seems to be genuinely interested and looking around. It's got some pretty funny commentary.
The pages of a book, but for those who travel in person, whether down a rabbit hole with a little bit of pixie dust, find it to be much more magical or even menacing.
It's always difficult to know exactly what he's gonna like and how he's gonna feel, especially when Ezra can't tell us what he feels and what he wants. He can't tell us what his opinion is. So it's kind of always a guessing game with us, trying to figure out what it is he wants and how we can help him.
We are done with Disneyland. We did 2 days at Disneyland and we are tired. Ezra's like asleep. So we're walking to the car.
It's been a long day, but tomorrow morning we're getting up early and going to another national park. If you like this video, you might want to check out the time when we went to Legoland.